everybody, Bran here. It's been 2.5 months on testosterone. It's actually almost time for me to schedule my checkup appointment for testosterone levels, so that's super exciting. Yeah. Um, so testosterone update. First off, wow, am I hungry? I'm only moderately hungry right now, but there were 2 days this week where I ate 4 meals and had hunger headaches. So, yeah, that's fun. I love being hungry all the time. It's great. I'm kidding. That's what I hated most about puberty. But that's okay. I do feel like I'm getting stronger too, though, which is cool. I haven't been working out nearly as much as I would like. Because working out is good and healthy and makes me look better, but also just because working out is relaxing. I enjoy working out. So I haven't been doing it as much as I would like, but this week, even though I haven't been working out, and I haven't been doing push-ups in a really long time, I did like 50 push-ups in one day. So, that's exciting, I guess. Honestly, that's not one of the things that I was super excited about testosterone. I'm perfectly happy to have to work harder, but hey, I guess it's a thing. Yeah. I've been feeling pretty dysphoric for most of this week. Partly I think that's just because I've been having a sort of bad week. Nothing specific, just really tired because I'm pushing myself super hard to learn a whole bunch of stuff. And just like singers frequently lose their voice when they get sick, I frequently get dysphoric when my mind's not in a great place already. So it's just how my brain handles things. But it is annoying. I think another part of the problem is that now now that I've asked a whole bunch of my coworkers and family, basically everybody, to use male pronouns for me, it's really nice, but I know that part of the reason they're doing it is because I asked them to. Whereas when I first came out, I didn't really ask people to use male pronouns for me. I was like, oh yeah, whatever you want, it's totally fine, it's all good. And I tried really, really hard to pass, and I was just like, I'm going to try so hard to pass that everybody's just going to inherently know that I'm male, and it's going to be awesome. And I knew I had a really long way to go, and I knew I was still doing a lot of learning. So every time anybody used male pronouns for me at all, even if it was like a random stranger accidentally, I got super excited and I felt super validated for like a whole week, and it was awesome. Whereas now, if somebody uses female pronouns for me, I'm really upset and mad about it for a couple of days. And, random strangers don't always get it right. And I've not been trying as hard to pass because I kind of felt like I didn't have a chance really, and I'd sort of given up. Like, at some point I'll get back around to trying to do a good job at it. But decided I'm going to try harder. And I finally got a haircut. It's like 3 months overdue, and it almost looks like, it sort of looks like I have sideburns, so that's awesome. I love sideburns. I think they're one of the things that's really super helpful for passing. So I'm super excited and happy. It's still a new haircut. It's not magic. I don't know how to deal with the part, so it's got spiky bits occasionally. But I'm really happy about my new haircut, and yeah, I'm just generally happy today. So it's good. Moving right along to the question of the week. This week, the question I was going to ask/answer is, what is it like to be out at work as trans? So this isn't something that anybody has specifically asked me recently, but I have had people be somewhat surprised that I'm out as trans at my job, because I'd heard people have bad experiences, and my experience has been a really good one, so I wanted to share that and encourage people and say it can all be fine. Because I think that's an important thing to realize, that it can all be fine and awesome. So, what is my job is probably a first relevant, prelude to this. So I'm a software developer at Microsoft. A software developer means I sit behind a computer and program, which is, pretty standard and typical. sitting behind a computer and programming sounds like it doesn't involve a lot of interaction with other people, but actually it really does involve a ton of interaction with other people because the product I work on is very big and complex, and there are a lot of different teams and people working on it. And it's important that they're all working towards the same goal. Change one place can change how something else and somewhere else works. So I actually do talk to a lot of people, and we have open offices, which is like each person has an individual big desk. They're all super ergonomic, which is nice, but and they're big, so it's not like I'm in like a coding farm. But it's a room full of people. There aren't any walls. Talk to people a lot. And I have been out since my first day at work there as trans. So yeah. Before that, I had a couple of other internships. Or this is a full-time job. I've been here for like a year, but I've had a couple of internships at other tech companies for 3 months at a time, and then I also worked at my university for a few months as well. So yeah. I think the real number one trick to being out at work is being super confident. So when I came out to my friends, I was like, I really don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I'll change my name. Maybe I'll change my pronouns. And my friends were super happy to let me work through it, and I knew that they were going to be super welcoming. At work, it's a very professional environment, and it's most of the people there are pretty liberal, but they're also just people who they're coworkers, not necessarily most of them aren't friends. So the thing that helped me was to be super clear. So my last internship, I showed up. I said, my name is Bran. I'd interned the same place before. They known me a different name, and since I was super confident, I'm like, my name is Bran. I'm changing it in the system everywhere I can. My name is Bran. Okay, this is Bran. And there are a few goof ups, but everybody's like, okay, this is Bran. And then at my current job, on the first day, my boss asked me to send out an introduction email, and I just used he pronouns. I referred to myself in the third person, and I used male pronouns. And my boss came back to me and was like, okay, so first, clearly you use male pronouns, and second, it's kind of weird that you're referring to yourself as the third person in an introductory email. So he reformatted the whole thing to use first person pronouns, and then said at the top, this is Bran, welcome him to the team. So yeah, that's what I did. And then every time somebody has gotten my pronouns wrong at work, and I do this with my friends too, I just correct them subtly. I just say he. Every time somebody says the wrong pronoun, I just say he, or him, or whatever, grammatically fits. And it takes a couple of times sometimes, but usually they catch up. And I do this in emails occasionally too. If somebody messes up, I'll email them specifically back instead of doing reply all and say correction in line, and then I'll just correct it to him, and just to make everything clear. And I haven't been hassled at all at work about being trans. Everybody's just been super cool with it, and yeah, it's great. So I think confidence is really helpful, because if you're not sure, people will pick up on that, and they'll make fun of you for it or not believe you, and that's not going to be very validating. But you don't need to be confident that they'll accept you. You just need to be confident that you're making the right decision, right? You can kind of fake it till you make it. You're like, okay, yes, these are my pronouns. I'm going to stick with them for this length of time, and just say that. And then if you're confident about it internally that that's what you want, then it's so true that nobody can doubt it. That's my philosophy anyway. So yeah, that's my tips. I think this is something that I've seen be successful for a lot of people. There's a trans woman at my work. I know she's out at work because she literally wears the pride flag, a tech shirt with the pride flag, sometimes, so people must know. And and then looking at like comedians and things as well. Like Eddie Izzard has been out as trans of some sort for decades, since before I was born, I'm pretty sure. And that's been his strategy to just be like, yes, this is me. Um, Professor Lynn Conway was. So Professor Lynn Conway is a really cool computer scientist who's done work in chip design. Uh, this is not a channel about computer programming, so I'm not going to go into details about what exactly she's done, but she transitioned, and when she got her first job post-transition, she was, very, very stealth, but she still told the HR department because they asked for previous names, and her previous name was very masculine. Um, and, it took her a while, but she got a job, and she's like a very successful person. None of these people seem to have had like these people. Their confidence has been really inspiring, and they do really cool things, and people care about the cool things that they do, and so they just accept these people as who they say they are because they know that these people are so confident. So yeah, that's my tips. That's my advice. If anybody out there is trans and starting a new job soon, I wish you the best of luck. I hope it goes well. And yeah, it's gonna be awesome.